couple of minutes.
Really?
Or is that what it's called? Let me look.
Yeah.
Is it? A couple of minutes?
Mm-hmm.
She just has this generation about chokehold.
Yeah. Honestly, the wedding industry too.
A couple minutes. Yeah, I know. It's like everything on
It's so
Instagram,
good.
TikTok is all Olivia Dean. But she's so talented.
I know, she's amazing.
Because she's been around for how long?
I don't know.
2025 is when she released her last album. And then 2023. Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
she has some good music before this album too.
Yeah, so she's been around for a little bit. But no, she has been... I love her music. I can run through her whole album. It kind of sounds the same. Like it kind of, I mean, it blends together in the right way, but it sounds a little bit the same, but like I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Was she your top 5?
One of her albums was in my top 5, but I started listening to her in September.
That's crazy.
So I didn't have enough time to. She would have been easily. So if we look at 2026.
It's crazy though that you just started in September and she started in your top 5.
Already gay. She's so good.
No, she's so good. I love her.
Who was in your top 5 this year again?
Always Morgan Wallen, which it's just funny because I think he just has so many songs, and Justin Bieber, duh, and then Taylor Swift, which shocked me.
I just do not understand the Taylor Swift.
She's just
hype.
everywhere. Like,
I just don't get it.
We can't post this.
I
Will get
know.
canceled.
No, I have nothing against her. I just don't understand like how she's at the height that she's gotten to. She just there's nothing about her. I'm like, wow,
She worked. Yeah.
She's a hard worker. I'm not saying anything
I know.
negative about her.
I want you to watch her docuseries because
I'm not going to do that.
you should.
I'm not.
As a business person, you should. Because it talks about how she got to where she is.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard it was very orchestrated.
Yeah,
Like
everything.
I heard her parents were like, it wasn't by accident she got to where she was.
Oh, no. No.
So like give me tidbits. I'm not going to watch it.
I saw something like every single seat in her performing area, what's it called? Stage? Yeah. Every single seat from her audience will experience something different in her show. Like the animations, everything. So if you were to go to the same show and sit in like 4 different spots, like you would find and see different things from where you're sitting. Like she thinks about everything. She also gave her truck drivers like $100,000, and all of her like backstage people, everything got like a lot of money after her Eras tour. She's just very, very, very thoughtful. She also would walk on a treadmill for like 13 miles and go through the whole entire thing. And if it was a fast song, then she would have to run and sing at the same time.
Yeah, like you have to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
I made the mistake of saying that performing
She's
is not that hard
yeah.
to somebody that was a performer.
Yeah.
And they're like, have you ever been out of breath and tried to sing at the top of your lungs
Yeah.
and do dance moves all at the same time? And I'm like, no. They're
Yeah.
like, exactly.
No, she never stops. She never stops singing and she never stops moving. It's actually insane. But Travis Kelce was like, she would never call herself an athlete, but I've seen how she performs and how she gets to where she's at, and she's a total athlete.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just have a hard time like how she's
I know.
huge.
I know.
Or maybe it's just because she's relatable. Is that?
Yeah, I think she's extremely relatable in like so many different walks of life. Like I loved her in middle school and high school, but I can still like relate to her songs now.
So so there's Taylor.
Yeah.
Like who else is in that realm of like your favorite artists?
Justin Bieber.
Okay. I mean, I guess what you listened to
Because
this year.
I've like grown up with him too, and I know him personally.
All right, no, we're not doing this today.
I don't know. I mean, I would literally say Olivia Dean's like up there with a lot.
That's fair.
And I know I'm missing some. I love music. There's like no genre that I don't like. I feel like I'm all over the board.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I mean, I could definitely get behind Taylor Swift being an athlete because 3 hours, is that how long her show is usually?
It's like 3.5.
Of like dancing, singing.
It's insane.
Doing all that. Like
Yeah.
that's not easy.
No. And
So-
she like, yeah, she just never stops moving.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So I'll give her that. But yeah, Taylor Swift, Olivia Dean, all of them. Mine look like what this year?
Drake.
Number 1.
Party Next Door.
They say your favorite musician is always who you started listening to in high school.
Really?
Yeah. They say whoever you started listening to at the end of high school going into college is generally going to be your favorite artist. And I think that holds true for a lot of people.
I don't feel like I listen to Morgan Wallen that much, but then like he was my top everything. Top song, top album, top artist.
Yeah. But yeah, Drake, Bieber, you've got me on the Bieber more. After his, was it Purpose?
Purpose. You like Purpose?
Like that's when I started listening to him.
Yeah.
Before that, he was kind of like Disney-ish.
Yeah, girly.
But then after that,
not girly, but for girls.
Yeah, but after that, he had some really good releases.
Purpose is so good.
I used to be a big Chris Brown fan.
I still love Chris Brown.
Chris Brown, a lot of different artists.
Would you let me go to his concert?
Chris Brown? Today?
Anytime.
Where are you sitting? If you sitting in like the skyscraper seat and the nosebleeds.
No, like I don't know.
When he starts flying
Fifth
around,
row?
flying around in that string, and then
Fifth row,
drops
sixth
down.
row?
Chris Brown, yes. Usher is like a hard no.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd even want to see Usher.
Yeah. Okay. Good. That's a no. But anyways, episode.
Well, you can't see Tate McRae.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
I'm not a huge.
I love Tate. I think she was probably also in my top 5 or 6.
Was she? Okay. Episode 3. We have made it to, what did we say last time? This is when a lot of people fall off. So if you make it past today, we are in a very small group. So
We're officially podcasters.
but if you have to lose episode 1, like we've already shot
Yeah.
this. So that's coming today for the people that will know. Whenever we drop this will probably be like a week later. So
Or 4 weeks later.
go watch episode
Just
1, go
depends.
watch episode 2. Talked about us, but for those of you that don't know us, I am Kenny.
And I'm Gretchen.
And we're Mackenzie Photo and Film. And why are we doing this, Gretchen? The pod.
That was weird that you said Gretchen like that.
I always call you Gretchen.
I don't know, the way you just said it was weird.
Ow, Gretchen?
Yeah.
Hey, Gretchen,
Okay,
like a door greeter. I love those door greeters. That's how they say it.
We're doing this just to get ourselves out there and get people to know us and to know more about us personally. I think the industry is getting more to like the more personal side, and people want to, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting
want to like
personal.
know you more. Yeah, like just
Yeah.
more personal in general.
Yeah.
And I think the stuff that we do, shooting weddings, is extremely personal and emotional. So
Very.
I think learning and introducing ourselves to people that don't know us is important. Hence why we always do Zoom calls, discovery calls with people, because we really want to get to know them before spending a full day with them on their biggest days of their life. So
Yeah.
we just really want to get people to know us more and to reach more, and honestly just to be able to, just share what we love to do. I think
Yes.
it's very odd for some people that can love work and show up and love what they do. So we're very blessed and thankful that we love our job, and it's given us a lot of amazing opportunities.
Yeah, I would agree. We're in this era. I think it was Myron Golden. He's a guy I listen to, business guy. But anyways, he said we're in this personal era when it comes to TikTok, Instagram, and like the different, like show me your day, or whatever this
Day in
is.
the
Like it's
life.
a very personal era that we're in.
Yeah.
And it's like you can go anywhere from seeing somebody like us working at a wedding to somebody cooking dinner and like breaking that down. And there's so much fascination in the day-to-day, this era that we're in when it comes to like people's day-to-day and their different professions. Like you can find anything online now. Like
I watch the craziest things.
I know, but it's like there's niches for everything.
Yeah.
And so we just wanted to come on here and make it a little bit more personal for, the viewers or potential clients or other vendors too that don't know us, and give them that side, because at the end of the day, when you're booking photo, video, planner, a couple other vendors, We're more on the personal side. Not that like a florist or hair and makeup isn't, but like that's just a segment of the day. You know, you might talk to the florist 2 or 3 times in the day, and then they're kind of out and done once they have their whole setup done. But when it comes to the planner or the photo and video, or you know, whoever else, those are the vendors that are with you throughout the day, and getting to know them isn't the easiest thing because you're busy booking other vendors. There's so many other things to do, and so it's hard to get to know them unless you've done like previous things with them or whatnot. So we just wanted to bridge that gap and just be able to be accessible, I guess, if you want to call it that, and get a feel for us, for whoever you are. So I just think that is a big piece of, you know, us as a couple, as a team, is that photo and video, we want to be, you know, as personal as possible. In this whole thing.
I think it's so crazy because, like you said, I'm like constantly watching a day in the life, or like come with me to do this and that. And it's like, I think our pastor said it a few weeks ago, of just, we, in a world that is so connected, we're so disconnected from people. And just being able to relate. And I think that us like watching videos like that and making content that's like personal is like us wanting to like relate and to be around and to be emotional with people. So I think that is truly our heart behind this, is just to engage with as many people as we can, and just to be relatable, and to reach out and to have relationships with our future and past clients as well.
Yeah. I don't know about you as much, but I am notorious for, whenever I am investing in something, whether it's $10 or however much, like I want to know as much as I can about said thing. And so, you know, I think about, you're looking to invest in a photo video team, a planner, whoever. It's like, who is this? You know, you're putting all this money into this vendor that you probably never met, unless you've had some interaction or referral, hopefully. But if not, you have no idea of who they are, what they stand for, you know, what they could be like, what their personality is, which is so important when you're picking out a vendor. And so that's the disconnect that I think a lot of couples go through. It's, they see numbers and they pray that whoever it is truthful to their word. Whether it comes to how they talk about themselves on the website, Instagram, whatever. So I thought about that. I'm like, that's so tough, you know, because luckily we were in this space when we got married. So whether it was our photographer with Mallory, or our videographer with Dylan, who we met with yesterday, which we got to talk about that too. That dude's awesome. Or a DJ, so it's like we knew everybody outside of maybe the venue, which was newer at the time, but it wasn't that big of a deal. So we had that going for us, but I think that's so tough for couples. It's like, unless it's a referral, which great, you know, that's going to be that bridging gap. It's, you're just looking at their work and then hoping that they can be somebody that you can trust, which is such a big thing.
I mean, I think when we were engaged and going through that process, I got asked, I kid you not, like at least once a day, of like, oh my gosh, like who are you going to entrust with being your wedding photographer? And I was like, honestly, it's really easy, because I had that relationship with Mal before, and I knew her and trusted her. So I just think back to that, and like I was at ease all day because I knew her, and I felt like anything could go wrong and she would handle it, and I didn't have to worry about it. So as a bride, I want that for our brides as well. And I think it's hard, like you said, to just see someone on social media, scroll and be like, oh, okay, they're cool, like whatever, I like their work, but you don't know what they, how they, I don't know, like I think you want to be more relatable with him, and I think that's really important.
100%.
And then I think for us, like, I think this year we're kind of transitioning out of the referrals in a way of like, a lot of our friends got married last year and their friends got married, and we had so many referrals for like probably 3 years. Basically every wedding was like a friend of a friend or a friend or something like that. So we're now transitioning out of that. So it's even more important to be personal for our couples that don't probably know us, just to show them who we are and why we do what we do.
And so this is kind of a spur of the moment question. So if you need a second to think, I can go first. But anyways, so if you are somebody that doesn't know a vendor and it's a, wedding that you're planning and you're the bride, what is something you would look for in that person that you didn't know that would give you a little bit more reassurance?
Yeah.
Still
I think,
coming from the standpoint of your photographer, you just don't know the vendor.
yeah, I mean, I think like just having that connection, whether it's a phone call or a coffee date or something, like I would want it to be pretty genuine. And I think I did like have a few meetings with florists and all the things, and there was just not a connection, and that's okay. Like it's not going to be, at the end of the day, it's a business transaction for most of us. But I think for photo and video, like I really can say that it is very personal and we're with you all day, every day. So, just really trying to have a small connection. I'm not saying be best friends. I'm not saying, text every day, but just having that relationship going in before, would be really important to me. And I think like the florist that I went with, love them, love their work, but it's like, yes, maybe there are better florists or maybe there's not as good as florists, but like I connected with that person and I felt like she was listening to me on our calls and she wanted to bring my vision to life. And I respected that. And I thought they did amazing. So, I guess it could be just more personal thing of like, we want to know and have relationships with people because that's our personality. But I do think a lot of people do want that, especially because it's not cheap. Like this industry is not cheap and our services, like we know, it's a lot, but at the end of the day, we're being able to capture something with you all day. And, we don't take that for granted for sure.
Mm-hmm. I would add on to that. I think that's all great points. And another point I would put towards that outside of yours, because I think that's probably one of the biggest points for me, if you were to ask me, but also the consistency part. Mm-hmm. I think finding a vendor that is consistent for you, and then vice versa. And so what I mean by that is that finding a vendor that can consistently put out the work that you like, finding a vendor that consistently show up, throughout the week or month or whatever it is. And then as a couple, consistently, watching their work and seeing that it aligns with what you want or whatever the case may be. It's just been one of the things that I think that as a vendor, if you can see consistency, that can be your biggest way to kind of not bulletproof yourself against things that might not go right. But I mean, I think we already hit on just making sure that the vendor you're looking at is consistent with the work they're posting, with how it fits with your vision and all that. And then you as a couple, to follow them for a little bit. It's a little bit easier to get, obviously, a notion of who somebody is as a person or whatever if you give it time and not just like a day or two. So I think as a couple, if you can give yourself that leeway of even like a week can be long enough to get an idea. But the longer the better when it comes to consistency. And that's been like a common theme this week when it comes to just so many different parts of our life and how we have seen that word come up time and time again. One thing that I saw earlier this week, and then we'll bring it back to the vendor part, but that consistent activity leads to indirect opportunity. And so that kind of just stuck with me this week, and how, powerful that is with, putting that consistent workout can lead to something greater, whatever the case may be, in terms of getting to the point you need to be. And then in Ephesians 3:20, it talked about not him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine according to his power, that is at work within us. Kind of butcher those last couple lines, but it just shows you just the power in all of that and making sure that in the midst of, what you're doing, that you stay consistent. Yeah. So there is that. And then obviously today they talked about it in church too, with just doing your, being consistent over years and not just being over the span of, a couple of weeks or a couple of months or a year. It's like, you want to be that person that's consistent over, a decade, a couple of decades, multiple decades. Like that's where, true faith and whatnot is shown with all the trials that somebody may go through. So it's just was a powerful message that we had today, and this shows you how consistency can really be the difference.
Yeah, I think when we took a deep dive into how our business can just continue to grow and get better, and I think one thing that we did was just be so consistent with everything, with how we post, how we talk, how we interact with vendors and clients. And over time, that pays off. And it's hard, I think, at the beginning, because you're like, I mean, it's as simple as putting on a nice shirt and a little bit of makeup for a discovery call, because you feel better, you look better, and you are your own business. And I think that that's something we've really tried to do, is just be consistent. If it's a 7:30, meeting and we're both sitting on the couch, you can throw on a nice shirt, I'll throw on a nice shirt, and we're just consistent with it. And I think the more that you believe and the more that you do something over and over again, you start to see that in every aspect of your life. And that's been something that we've really tried to do this year. And I think it is finally paying off for sure. So I think that's big. And then just consistent with always learning and always growing and trying to find new ways to do things. There's trends that we see in the industry a lot that come and go, but just being consistent in like our brand and what we do has been huge, and just really staying in your own lane and doing what you do best and what you love, and your clients will come to you.
Yeah, I think that's some great points, especially with the brand piece and not just following trends all the time.
Yeah.
It's so easy to be in every single trend, which if that's what you want to do, great.
Yeah.
But then it's going to become exhausting because you're just constantly shifting, evolving to whatever's next. But, as a brand that, does whatever you do or does what we do, it's just knowing like who you are in the realm of that and then sticking to it.
Yeah.
And then as people continue to see that, like we said before, that's how you get the clients that you want, or whoever. So I like that a lot. And you talked about working on different things. I think for us, or for me specifically, I'll see what you think. But when it comes to things that we are consistent with and things we want to get better with too, I think one of the biggest things has been like framing and whatnot, and just getting better at being still within moments and continuing to preach that we want to be the vendors that are not like right in front of your face, but back in the background, capturing those moments. And with video, you can get very carried away with these cool movements and all these dramatic shots, but there's also a lot of power in like the still shots where camera's not moving, it's on a tripod, you just let it sit, you let the moment unfold, and the subject in the background in that frame is the focal point.
Yeah.
And so I think I continued to hone in on that a lot this year, whether it was in Kansas City with some of the weddings that we had, or even out in some of our destination weddings. It's just being able to take in the surroundings and implement that into the shot, and to show the viewer a full 360 view of what we saw, so that they can experience it too. So that's been one thing this year I've really wanted to continue to get better at. This next post, I think, with Morgan and whatnot in Italy, they had this beautiful backdrop at the hotel that we're at in the Dolomite area.
Yeah.
And it's easy to know that you're there, but if you get so captured, or if you get so drawn into like shooting at 2.8 and then everything behind it is blurry, like you would never know we're in Italy. One of those things. Whereas like, you bring that down to like 10 or 11 so you can see that backdrop, and just having that notion and not always going to that like blurry background just because you can be some of those things that make the difference when it comes to somebody's film. So that's been one thing I've really wanted to improve on this year. Where have you seen that, like, you've wanted to make that change when it came to improving on whatever?
I think I'm really loving film photography right now, and I just started not too long ago, so just continuing to grow in that, but also really putting it into the gallery and just giving it more of that like nostalgic feel. I think one thing I'm really trying to work on is shooting mostly digital, I would say, but just having those like bits of film kind of in the gallery is just like so sweet and sentimental. So I'm really trying to just really just go with the day and the flow of the day, but also capturing it on film. And honestly, it's really hard. I'm like, my mind is a million different places. I'm making sure I'm getting everything on digital first and foremost, and then film is like the cherry on top. So just really trying to figure out time frame of things, and like the flow of digital and film has been something I'm really trying to work on. And just continuing film or Flash has been huge. It's been a game changer of, I think, how people portray a venue, like you're saying. I mean, I could shoot a direct flash and it be the person and then completely black in the background, and you don't even know the venue, you don't know where they're at, like all the things. So really learning like off camera flash and all the things, and just keep getting better at it has been really fun. Just to see, like, to showcase their whole venue or wherever they're at has been really cool. And I think this year has just been a big growing year for both of us in that, like, we're never set and settled on our work. I think we're always just like eager to learn and to get better. And that's like the coolest thing about photo and video, is there's always new things, new gear, new toys and things that we can use. And it can be overwhelming, but just really like perfecting what we have, like the gear that we have, and shooting it in the best way has been something I really, really have enjoyed. It's so easy to just be like, oh, I need this and I need this camera and this film and this flash, and just be in the moment, get your gear, get really good at what you have, and perfect that. And you'll be amazed at like what you can do with what you already have. So that's a long version of me saying, I really just want to perfect film and more flash stuff, and just work with the gear that I have, because it's good gear.
Yeah, I think you can get, like you're saying, very carried away in gear, especially, and just always wanting the new thing. Between both of us, I feel like I'm the more of the techie side when it comes to knowing all the nits and details about whatever gear you have and trying to have the latest and the best quality. But at the end of the day, it's the shooter that's going to make that wedding, whether it's photo, video, whatever, content creator at this point now too. It's the shooter, and there's some of the like highest of high when it comes to vendors in our space that are shooting with, cameras from like 10, 12 years ago. It's just that they know how to use them at their, best and get the result that they want in order to produce some of the things that they do. So, I've slowly started to migrate away from that and just try to perfect with what we've had too, or what we have, instead of just running to the newest camera to think that that's going to be the difference maker, which in some situations it might. Yeah. But we realize that we just want to continue to better ourselves as individuals. I also love, this is why I love like shooting like styled shoots, because I get to be there with other photographers, other videographers, and I'm in the same place with the same models, with the same setup. And I go home and I edit and I post things, and then I see what other people post, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I didn't even think about this view, or their point of view is so cool and so different. And it's like they might be shooting on the same gear as me, but just like it's so cool to see like the mind and the creativity behind people. So yeah, that's just something I've learned, is like I want that shot or like that look, but it's like in my head I'm like, oh, I need this camera to get there, but it's like, no, I can do it with what I have right now. And it just like pushes me to continue to grow and to be better, and to continue to be in the moment on wedding days, but also get creative too. It's fun. Yeah. To go back to your earlier point, when you look at your previous work. Oh my gosh. That's always a fun one. It's like a double-edged sword. It's like you look at it and internally you're probably like, oh, it's terrible. Yeah. But think if you look at it and it didn't look different than what you did now, that's also just as much of a gut punch, if not worse. Yeah. Because it's like, oh, I haven't gotten better. Yeah. And that's scary in itself. Yeah. Like, if I looked at my work 3 or 4 years ago and I'm like, it was just as good as it is now. Yeah. I'm like, what is that saying? Yeah. Yeah. No, it definitely shows growth, which is great. Yeah. I also think when you first start out, maybe this is just me, but I don't know, like you really
look at someone's work and you not obsess, but just like try to do what they're doing when you're starting out. I think it's not a bad thing because you're learning. But like I look back at like the photographers that I loved when I first started, and they're great, but like it's not like who I'm loving and looking at now for more inspiration and motivation. So I think just, yeah, your style will change, your eye will change when it comes to wedding day. Like just how you document the day is different. But oh my gosh, I was very orange, like orange tinted everything.
Which some people like that.
And there's still
people that love that.
There's still that group. I'm just not in it anymore. But it's so funny to see back. But yeah, I mean, I love it. Like I love looking back at photos and being like, oh my gosh, like this was shot when I, just downloaded Lightroom and I had no idea what I was doing, and I made it work. So
what a time that was.
Oh my gosh. It took years to figure out Lightroom.
When did you first start? Like,
I'd say
like your first camera and everything. Like what year
I
is
mean,
that?
2017 was
That's almost 10 years.
Yeah. 2017 was the first year that I got a camera for Christmas.
Okay. So almost 10
And it was a Canon Rebel.
Yeah.
Highly recommend for any starters.
I don't even know if they sell that anymore.
They do. I actually just recommended it to someone the other day.
Really?
I get a lot of people ask me like, hey, what should I start on? Or hey, what should I get my daughter or something like that? And I'm always like, Canon Rebel. It's a great camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost 10 years.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow. That's crazy.
But I also remember like I got a MacBook right off the bat, and I got Lightroom, and I just remember being in my room like, this is horrible. Like I didn't understand a MacBook. I didn't understand Lightroom. I would just YouTube everything and like trial and error. And it was like, looking back, I'm like, oh my gosh, this took forever. Yeah. And now I can just in and out.
Because you didn't take like any course or anything. You just figured it out over the ways. Mm-hmm. See, that's the difference between us. Mm-hmm. You are so much more of a, like, I don't know what side of the brain it is, where it's like creative and logistic. Yeah. Whatever side is which.
Left or right.
Left or right. We clearly
or
don't know.
Front or back.
Yeah, front or back.
I'm a nurse and
I forget which side it was. But anyways, you were more of that like natural creative and feel it out individual, where it's like you pick up a camera and the technicalities of it, you may not know like its highest potential when it comes to like the perfect setting for whatever, but you figured it out along the way instead of like reading a manual. Whereas I'm like, I like read the book like from front to back. I like know everything about it, and then slowly
you might miss a moment because you're like,
yeah, like in the beginning, like I might miss a moment I was starting where it's just like I was so like locked into like following exactly what the manual said, whereas you were more the feel it out.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we balance each other out.
Yeah.
Is just because we have both of those sides that we're coming from, and knowing how to, use your creative side.
Yeah.
And how you felt things out over time versus me, where it's like, no, this is exactly what you need to do in this situation because this is what this camera or whatever can do.
Yeah.
Is I think how we have grown over time.
Is that also a photographer versus videographer thing? I just think of like my photographer friends, and I feel like we're all kind of the same in a way. I don't know.
But I wouldn't say a lot of video. I mean, I don't know if every videographer is like tech heavy.
Yeah.
I think a lot of photographers are like that, but I think a lot of videographers are too.
Yeah.
When they're more just like, not as like analytical.
Yeah.
As I can be. I mean, there definitely is some, but
yeah,
I would definitely agree on the photographer side. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I took a personality test and it said you are a rule follower, and I'm like,
to a T.
I am.
To a T.
I am the biggest
speed
rule
limit.
follower. But I drive a car that doesn't go that fast. A Civic is not that fast of a car.
So that doesn't mean you have to go like.
I'm like redlining at like 65. So I'm like.
Yeah. Well, you're just a rule follower.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, when it comes to all of that, I think that's it's important to see growth over time. Mm-hmm. You definitely want to see progression, whether you're creative or analytical or however you want to put it.
Yeah.
Being able to see some type of change, hopefully good. Yeah. Is what you want to see out of a vendor too. So like back to that consistency piece, you see like consistently see their work getting better. Mm-hmm. Hopefully. Yeah. Unless they just have a lot of work where like they're posting, 500-600 things a year.
Yeah.
But hopefully if you went 2-3 years back, you can see a difference between their work then and how it is now.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I think we also talked about consistency, and also, hold on, I think I lost my train of thought. Oh, I was just going to, mindset is what I was going to say. Mindset is just so important. I think at the beginning, I was in this mindset of like, I would send a gallery and be like, do you like it? Like, what can I change? What, is there anything I need to change? Like, let me know. And now I'm like, I am so confident in my work and what I do and what I produce that I can send it. And I also know that people are coming to us because they see our work and they trust us and they see our vision. Like, my literally favorite thing ever when people say is like, oh, I don't care, I trust your vision. Like, that's like the best compliment you can give.
Green light of green lights.
Compliment of a lifetime. Yeah. So when people say that, it's like, yes, there's still pressure on it to like, because at the end of the day, they still have a vision and like a thought and inspo in their mind. So it's still like wanting to capture that, but it just like being confident in what you can do and how you've grown and where you've come and all the things has been huge. And I say this so much, is like mindset is everything, and truly believing you are able to produce that is like the biggest step of the process, I think. So just being confident and not wanting everyone's like approval is huge too. Like, I see a lot of people go to different photographers for things and people are like, oh, like, does that upset you? And I'm like, no, like, there's different vibes, there's different things. And that is totally fine. And I think that's great. I love that the industry is full of different things when it comes to photo and video.
Yeah. I think it goes back to the consistency piece once again, where it's like when that client says, hey, we trust, you, we trust what we've seen you do. We know you can execute it.
Yeah.
So however you see this day unfolding and how you want to document it for us, obviously, is what we trust you in. And so it's not to say like they don't have a say. Let's not put that notion out there, but it's to say like, they've seen your work and they've consistently known that, wedding after wedding, you can put this and this out. You can get the reaction of the mom. You can get the reaction of the dad. You can get so-and-so hugging at the altar, whatever it is. They've seen that and they trust you. And so I think, like you're saying, that's like the ultimate green light. When you hear that, it's a good feeling. It's like, I trust what you can do with our wedding or whatever it is. And so we're going to let you take it. So
like, I haven't asked or wanted a shot list in probably 2 years.
For like the wedding itself?
Yeah.
Not like a family shot list.
No, not family shot list. But like just shot list of the day.
I was like, don't lie like that. Yes.
No,
right.
family shot list.
Family
for sure.
shot list for sure. That's what I thought you meant.
Ideal. No.
Like, you know everybody's name?
No. But like, honestly, and we have some type A brides, which is fine. And they're like, hey, here's a shot list of all the things. And I'm like, great. I can look at that and be like, okay, next. Like, got it. If that eases their mind,
for sure,
absolutely.
Yeah,
I will do it. We will do it. We will do whatever that will ease your mind. But we also have a lot of brides that are like, we trust your vision. We don't care. You're the artist. You do whatever. And that is also great. Like, we don't need a shot list for anything. I think it's just we've done it so many times and we love it. And again, it goes back to our style of shooting, which is documentary, which is not super posed. So that also just shows us that we don't really need like a step-by-step thing. But again, sometimes we have brides or grooms or families that really want a specific thing, which is great. And we talk about that on our final call of like anything in particular that you want. But for the most part, people are just like, the 1 month out call is so funny because we're like, how are you? Like, how's everything going? And you can just like see it in their face of like, we're ready for it to be here. We're done planning, like all the things. So I think it's so important for us to just, again, give them peace of mind, show them that we're ready, we're excited, and we really are. I mean, we get so excited for wedding days.
Yeah.
It's the best part of the job. The editing.
The main part of the job.
Is rough, but.
It can be.
Yeah. No, I think wedding day is so fun. You get to see their vision and see them and be with them, and then you're home.
What is your favorite part of a wedding day? As like as a guest and then as a photographer.
Okay. As a guest, well, I don't know. I have like multiple options and answers.
What's your?
I love first dances.
Do you?
In general.
Which one though?
Honestly, like, bride and dad, and then also groom and mom, and bride and groom, all of them. But I think I don't know. I love it all. Like it's weird. There's not a day. It's funny because like at the beginning, things might be a little more stressful and like just a lot of anxiety with bride and groom. I also do love like cocktail hour and or like right after ceremony because you can just like.
Who was this talking? You the photographer or you the guest?
Photographer.
Okay.
After the ceremony, you can just like see it in the bride and groom of like their shoulders drop and they're like, okay, that's good. Let's party. Let's have a good night. So that's always fun. As a guest, I would say, I'd say speeches. I like to hear about the couple. I think it's really sweet.
Yeah.
And if people talk during speeches.
Oof. That's the worst one. I'm like, it's like 10 minutes. Come on, guys.
You're getting a free dinner, free drinks. You get to dress up. You get to have fun. Like, sit down, shut up.
I know.
And listen.
Like, I get like a couple murmurs, but like a consistent just talking is rough.
Yeah. It's
I
usually
feel bad.
your college friends in the back.
Yeah. Not even all the time. Sometimes the
Adults,
parents, like uncles and whatever that you may not have seen for however long, but it just distracts the couple. Yeah. I can always feel the couple like not being
looking around,
fully engaged in that speech or speeches, and like it's their day. Like 10. It's like the only outside of the ceremony. It's the only time you have to really be quiet. Yeah. The rest of the day you can talk about whatever. So yeah, that's definitely our pet peeve is talking during speeches.
It's rough. What's your favorite part as videographer and as guest?
As a videographer, my favorite part is either speeches or first look with the dad. Dads, it's almost like guaranteed the dads will be emotional. I don't think we had a dad this year that wasn't emotional. If I really like went back through my head, like they show emotion differently. Yeah. But I don't think there was a single one that wasn't emotional, and so. I would definitely say that's my favorite part because it's like a guaranteed moment of like seeing, your daughter, get married by this guy and that whole wedding and just everything. But I think that's probably my favorite part. Or when the dad gives a speech. Yeah.
So sweet.
Those are always the sweetest. And then some dads love to talk too, so that's just funny sometimes when they just go on a tangent about how their daughter was on the honor roll in 3rd grade.
Sometimes you're like, what? Where is
this going?
Where is this going? Someone take the mic.
Yeah, but hey, he probably paid for 35 or 75% of it.
Let him have
talk
5
as long
minutes.
as you want to. If you want to talk about her being on the honor roll or whatever for 20 minutes, you go for it. Yeah, we will sit there with our drink and smile, but. Those are my favorite moments as a videographer. As a guest, probably the same. I don't know if they changed a whole lot.
I know. I mean, we can't see first looks typically as guests, so
yeah. That's as different. A guest, I guess. Then the aisle reveal. Yeah. From a guest, side of the coin would be probably my favorite. But a good cocktail hour too is hard to beat.
I knew you were going to say that. That is true, though. Like, you get to mingle and it is fun.
That. So, I think that would be my favorite part. So, with that being said, as we're slowly coming to the end of this pod, episode 3, if you were starting out today as a photographer or somebody that's starting out, what is something that you would tell them to help them out?
I would say you put me on the spot for this.
Let's restart then.
Yeah.
So for the people that are starting out and, you know, you're getting into the wedding space and you're like, what should I do 1st and whatnot? I think the biggest thing that has helped me, or just us in general, has been some type of mentorship.
Yeah.
And it's not always as formal as like signing up for, you know, somebody's mentor program or whatever, but just having somebody you can bounce ideas off of. I don't remember who that is for you, but for me initially, I think Bush was a big one. I bought a course with the mentorship within it, and that was like the ultimate accelerator when it came to, you know, getting to where I need to be able to shoot a wedding, because weddings are so fast. Like, you have to be ready. I think weddings are one of the toughest things to shoot just in general, because
you can't be off.
You can't be off. You can't miss it.
Yeah.
You have one shot. So, you know, out of commercial, out of brand work, out of real estate, out of all of those different sectors when it comes to what photo video can do, and then weddings, outside of like live TV maybe, like that's probably like the highest demand when it comes to knowing what you like need to shoot and then being ready to shoot it, because you have one shot to do it.
Yeah.
So having those mentors in that spot was like a big help for me, or friendships, or whatever you want to call it, and just being able to, you know, ask those little questions along the way and learn from them.
Yeah.
Because it'll save you a lot of time from just YouTubing everything and trying to, because you don't know what you don't know.
It's different, like being in there. Yeah. I would say my thing is do stuff for free and just get out there.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, do sessions for free, do whatever you think that you're interested in, do it for free, maternity, family, all the things. And then I would also say, like, even second shooting or mentoring, like during a wedding, I think you need to go into that. You're not going to like sit down and learn during that day, but like just being like a fly on the wall and like seeing the day unfold and like watching it. I think that's huge for someone who's starting. Like you said, you don't know what you don't know. So just being able to follow a photographer, even if you're like, I don't feel comfortable second shooting, like just trying to find someone that will allow you to be there day of, just to like literally sit there and take notes and ask questions at a later day, because there's so much going on. You probably can't ask questions, but I think that's like my biggest tip is knowing that you're not above doing something for free. You have to start somewhere. And yes, you need to charge once you get to a certain point, but if you don't even know how to, you know, format your SD or color grade or something like that, like you don't probably have business charging yet, or a little fee or something like that. But just getting comfortable with your camera, shooting all the things, and different lighting aspects and different scenarios is huge, because wedding days are not perfect when it comes to lighting. I mean, there are so many different things that can happen. People don't look at a venue and think, oh my gosh, this is going to be perfect for photos. Like, people are like, oh, this is stunning. They don't think about lighting at 3 p.m., 5 p.m., whatever, like what our minds are doing at all times.
Yeah.
But just being as comfortable as possible, doing things for free, and just learning your camera from the beginning.
Yeah. And to your other point too, with the free work, I think that helps with the consistency piece. If not a vendor, but, or maybe even a vendor too, if a couple can see that you can do whatever it is, you know, 2 or 3 times at minimum, then they'll have that faith to say, hey, I trust you in doing our wedding or doing whatever. And so that was a big thing for us in the beginning. It was nice that you were already in the wedding space, and so like the first 4 or 5 weddings, I kind of just tagged along. I was like, hey, I don't even remember what I charged at that point, but it was like very minimal. Yeah,
very minimal.
But, you know, expectations were low, but it gave me that freedom to, you know, go and say, hey, I'm going to treat this as if, you know, I'm a top-end videographer and do the best I can and learn in this moment, and then give them whatever they need so that they can take that and show it to somebody else. And then that can be a way for me, number 1, get my name out there. Number 2, learn as well. So, yeah, I was like, don't be above free work, because we have done it in the beginning. And blue moon.
We still do now.
Every blue moon we might do it again, just because there's still different avenues that we haven't touched yet that we will, and it's to come. But yeah, there's something in that can give you a lot with potential clients, and then also the learning experience for you.
I was going to say one more thing about starting out is the second you like tell people or promote that you're a photographer, people will reach out and people will like, I kid you not, you're probably going to get someone be like, hey, will you shoot my small wedding like really fast? I mean, I got that like right off the bat and I was like, I am not ready. I don't have the gear. I have no idea how a wedding day will look. And if you're like open with that couple and they know like you're not going to get the absolute best photos, but this is a great learning opportunity for me, like then that's fine. But I talk about confidence, but there's a point when you're starting of like, you do need to have enough background knowledge in what you're doing before doing it, because that's just going to set you up in a better spot too. You don't want to show up to a wedding day and when you're very first starting and being like, I don't even know how to turn on my second camera. So just being able to also say no at the beginning, I think is what I'm trying to say. Like it's funny, one of our really close friends now, at the time we were all in college and I didn't know them, Dom and Dana, and they reached out to me and asked me if I would shoot their wedding. And I was like, I'm not ready. Like
I remember that.
I have no, I don't even know where to start with weddings. Like I would love to, but I'm not ready. So they ended up booking someone else and I'm glad that they did, because that was a lot of pressure. So pressure's good. Pressure means that you're learning and growing and developing as a creative, but just being able to set yourself up for success with learning and growing and networking with people is huge. So
yeah, I think those are all great points. So yeah, if you're starting out, it's plenty doable. And if you put those things into place, you'll get to where you want to be faster than trying to just figure it out all on your own. And then, trying to book a wedding without, like, it's just doing those things can help a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And if you guys ever have questions for us, I mean, we are always more than happy to answer them. We have people reach out quite a bit about shadowing or whatever, or just knowing the ins and outs of, a business.
Yeah.
Let us know. We always want to help and give that helping hand. So we're more than happy to do that. Any last words as we finish up? We had a dog throw up. We got through that. Now she's licking my foot for the past 10 minutes.
Get off this podcast.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. So
are you ready to play? Yeah.
Is there any last words that you have for the people?
Just go Chiefs.
Oh, Lord.
I know.
Yeah. I still have faith.
You're so stressed.
I have so much faith in my team.
Yeah. Confidence, babe.
We have a 12% chance to make it in.
Okay. See, that's the statistic side of you. Stop that. Have faith. Today's sermon was talking about God moving.
You're right. Yeah. Consistency.
God can give us a win.
Even even when it looks impossible.
Yeah. It does look impossible. Go Chiefs.